You wrote an article kind of grading each of the picks in the draft class, and we kind of see it A's and B's, except for the real head scratcher, Dylan Gabriel, which gives C minus to overall grade of a B. Absolutely fair. Let's talk a little bit about Dylan Gabriel, and I get the questions about him. We've said, we want to let Kevin Stefanski pick his quarterback. This is apparently the guy that he settled on. There are a lot of people on the board still, and there are some things. He's a smaller guy. He's 5'11". He's got a cannon for an arm, and he has had success against some pretty good competition and has played a bunch of college football.
Yeah, and the only reason I'm one of the biggest Dylan Gabriel fans in this in the draft community. I love Dylan Gabriel, the player. I only gave it a C minus because I think you could have got him a little bit later. I thought he was overdrafted, but it's definitely. I've thought this for months, and I've said it over at the OBR. Like that's a Kevin Stefanski guy. I mean, he's got plenty of arm, like you talked about. His arm's not quite Cam Ward's. He doesn't. It's not quite as big as Jalen Milrose. But go watch his tape. He can throw it 40 yards downfield with good accuracy. He may not be pinpoint accurate like Shadur, but he's very accurate. You talked about the 63 career starts. I think he plays the quarterback position like a point guard does in basketball, where he just distributes the ball on time. We talk about the issues with Deshaun Watson a lot, where he needed to see the guy open. He couldn't throw with anticipation. Well, that's not the case with Dylan Gabriel. He thrives in structure. If you scheme up something and you say, hey, I need the ball to be at this spot at this time, he's going to get it out. He's going to get it on time, and it's going to be accurate. And he's risk adverse. He threw like 1.6%, I think, was his turnover worthy play percentage last year. And you got to remember they were undefeated until Ohio State took him down in the playoffs. He had a great, very productive career, just smart, accurate, on time, understands the job. And he knows, hey, I'm not an elevator. I don't have Cam Ward's arm talent. Like, I'm not that guy. I can't throw it quite as far as Jalen Milroe does. But I understand that if I get the ball out to my playmakers and I let them make plays in space, and they've got several guys that can do that, then I can be successful. I think I would not be shocked by him starting games this year and being a pretty good quarterback.
Well, what you just described was Kirk Cousins or Case Keenum
Yeah.
in Kevin Stefanski's offense. You're right. I mean, that's when you say that, I'm like, gosh, that sounds to me like what Kevin Stefanski likes.
Yeah, yeah, he does his job. I think one thing I said on the OBR during our Draft Cave stream was I look at him as an extension of his offensive play caller. We talk a lot last year about why Bo Nix and Sean Payton were so successful together, and how Bo Nix was just basically did exactly what Sean Payton wanted him to do when he wanted him to do it, and they go to the playoffs. I think that's the kind of player that Dylan Gabriel is. He's so smart, and like apparently I heard some stories about him on the during the pre-draft process, where like they know they went from a guy that didn't do everything right. We can wholeheartedly admit that's what Deshaun Watson was. And you're going to Dylan Gabriel, who does everything the right way. And people just have gushed about him. I mean, 30 touchdowns and 10 wins for three different programs. Like he understands what his role is and how to maximize. He's a little if he was like 6'2" or 6'3", I'd be freaking out excited. Like I would be very stoked for this guy in this offense.